making skills. But guys, I almost laugh at this because I just told them to whip this together a couple days ago. And if you notice, it says we just deployed a new DeFi coin. It went from $2 to over 170 in the first week. And guys, we're way past that now. We're about $334, $335 a coin right now. And, you know, of course, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. I'm very, very honest with things. But guys, we really believe that this coin has the potential to go into the thousands, if not tens of thousands, fairly quickly. And you're going to understand why here in a second. So let's talk about that. There's 4 points about this coin that separate it from anything else. Guys, this is the first DeFi coin with an elastic supply, which means that new coins can only be minted and produced if new liquidity comes in. Why is that important? Because when you have all these coins that you see staking, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of those rewards, the yield rewards that you see, they're kind of BS rewards. What are they doing? They're basically printing more money. They're printing this reward endlessly. But if there's no new liquidity to come in to back up the rewards they're printing, all they're really doing is devaluing their coin. This coin doesn't do that. It only mints if new liquidity comes in, which is huge. It's also the first DeFi coin where every holder is also a liquidity provider. And guys, this is really going to be the app store of DeFi, or what we call DApp, decentralized applications. So we've got all these different developers that are building dApps up on this NRGY platform, okay? Think of it as the app store of, like Apple's the app store, for instance, right? People go buy apps through Apple. Apple makes 30%, and they keep it all to themselves. Well, NRGY really is the currency for all those different app developers, for all their customers and whatnot. And you have all these app developers that are building dApps upon the NRGY platform. And these could be anything from a game to our first app is coming out. It's an algorithm that connects to people's TD Ameritrade account and it trades stocks automatically. There's so many different dApps, okay? Just like Apple App Store has so many different apps, but these are all decentralized applications. And so what happens is the developers of those dApps, they get 80%. 20% of the revenues go back to the stakeholders of NRGY. So the developer gets 80% of the revenues, the stakeholders get 20% of the revenues. So let's continue on here. I want you guys to understand.
Can you explain a little bit, Dwayne, about this first DApp, the Ameritrade and the stocks, and how the revenues are generated with this?
Yes, it's going to be called Trade Genie. And by the way, everything's on the IPFS. I'm going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah.
It's going to be called Trade Genie. So customers will literally pay for that service using NRGY. Okay. They're going to pay to use that service. That service may even have a community builder rewards built in. It depends on the developer, the different dApps that are on the NRGY financial system. So as customers pay NRGY to use this dApp to be able to trade stocks automatically on their TD Ameritrade account, that generates revenues. And 80% of that NRGY that's paid goes to the developer. 20% of that NRGY that's paid goes to the stakeholders of NRGY. So that's a little bit about how it works. And I don't want to spill the beans too much on that dApp that's coming out, but it's going to be a good one. And there's some other ones as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the second point. Guys, this is the world's first true DeFi coin, as there are 0 advantages to the creators of this coin. I can't stress this enough. There are no developer fees. There's no pre-mine supply someone keeps in their back pocket. There's no influencer fees where somebody has a bunch of coins they can dump on the market at some point. It is completely fair and a level playing field for everyone. Guys, this is designed exactly the way Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin. And this means a lot of developers will want to build apps upon this coin for those very reasons as well. The only advantage that Satoshi and the early adopters of Bitcoin had is the only advantage that the creators and early adopters of NRGY have, and that's that we're the first to own the coin. Okay, we're the first to own the coin. But the creators of the coin, they had to put up liquidity. They had to put up their own money just like anybody else. And this makes it really unique because it really makes it a level playing field for all. There's no, you think about that, a lot of DeFi coins, they have developer cuts. They have pre-mined supplies. They have coins they give to big influencers that to kind of get the word out, and then they eventually get dumped on the market. This coin doesn't have any of that. And that's a really big plus. The crypto community really likes that. Now, let's go into the next point. And this is probably my favorite one, guys. My favorite one. Because those of you who follow me know I'm all about freedom. Who's all about freedom? This is pretty awesome, guys. This is really awesome. This is truly, truly, truly decentralized. What do I mean? You see, the websites of all the DeFi coins you see out there are hosted on a centralized server somewhere. And they all have domain names with someone, registered domain names with someone like a GoDaddy, right? This coin doesn't have any of that. Not a centralized server. There's no registered domain name with any centralized authority. This coin was launched on the what's called IPFS, Interplanetary File System. And if you don't know what the Interplanetary File System is, it's basically a bunch of different devices. It's all peer-to-peer, a bunch of different devices around the world that transmit information. It's secure, and it is lightning fast, guys. There's no centralized server that somebody can shut down. There's no centralized domain name. There's none of that. So you actually see this funky address with NRGY, and it's because it's not on a centralized server. It's on the IPFS, the Interplanetary File System.
You can't confuse the two. It doesn't look like a regular address with all these dots.
Yep. It's pretty awesome, guys. It really is. It's like it's Web 2.0. Again, this is a reason a lot of developers will want to create apps with this coin, and a huge reason the crypto community will want in on it quickly. I want you guys to understand one thing. I want to add one thing here. When we deployed the contract for NRGY, we relinquished all control of it to the community. Literally all control. This is not a governance contract, and that's a really good thing. Because in a governance contract, it allows somebody to buy a bunch of coins and actually change the terms of the contract. The terms of NRGY's contract can never be changed. The rules are set, they're finite, nobody can touch them. Not only that, when we launched it on the IPFS, this thing is unstoppable. It's not dependent on anyone. It's not dependent on any server, not dependent on any person, not dependent on literally anyone. This thing is a monster. It is unstoppable, guys. And the last thing about NRGY that the crypto community really likes, and this is a really important one, you are not giving your money to a company. You're not really even leaving it with a traditional exchange. You think about like Cryptopia and Mt. Gox and things like that. You're not even leaving it really with a traditional exchange. You truly have full control over your own funds. You put your money into a liquidity pool in the form of a smart contract, and you can withdraw that smart contract at any time based on whatever the value of that smart contract is. Your money is your money. You can withdraw that at any time. Guys, there's no need to do KYC or give up any of your privacy with DeFi. And this is really big, and I want you guys to listen closely. You are not at the mercy of any company. You're not at the mercy of any exchange. And you're not at the mercy of any government. Guys, that's huge. Not the mercy of any company, exchange, or government. So, guys, people will flock to this. I believe that we have the potential to make a lot of money very quickly. And my only question is, are you ready to change your life? And are you ready to get energized? So